Hey, everybody. We are trying to catch our breath. Holy cow. But we are jumping back in with some more Starfield. And now that we've done a little bit of research, we can figure out how to get the Terran Armada update or addition or whatever quest line kicked off. So we jumped back in. This time we're looking at Patricia Brooks. Character I had. Haven't touched her in over a year, but she's level 83. From what I've seen, the recommended level for Terran Armada is level 50. So lower level. So and then I think that's another reason why they don't recommend or didn't say, yeah, you want to probably start another playthrough. It doesn't matter where you are in the quest line. They just want you to be a higher level character, and you can pretty much start at any time. I think the lowest level they really kind of push for you to be is probably 35 to 40, but I think it's recommended for level 50. All right. So, our character right now, hold on, I got to get back in here. All right, good. Let's see. All right, there we go. So, this is Patricia. Our character, she's a bounty hunter, alien DNA, wanted, and taskmaster. Okay, currently our ship is the Blackhawk. And to be honest with you, it looks kind of crazy. And I think, unfortunately, this is probably some modifications I've done as well. You can see our cargo capacity. Now, again, this is a long time ago that I've actually um, did anything with this character. So this is what we have. Right. So obviously there's things that I can do to change and upgrade and update it. But we're gonna let it stay like this for now. Okay. Here we are. Uh, so we also have the Vasco cyborg, female cyborg, loaded. All right. So let's get into pilot seat. So right now, where she is in the final stages of the Freestar Collective um, quest line. Basically, just finished, um, basically taking out the first. What are they called? Um, whatever the first, whatever. Just got through taking them out, and now the last thing to do is to actually go and confront. We're low on space to save your progress. Please delete some of your existing saved. Okay. God dang it. All right. So that's something that we need to clean up, but I think we can clean that up at some other point. I'm having some issues right now with the way the game is going. And the what I mean by that is right now my function keys for OBS are not working in conjunction with the game. That's new. So that might be something going on with the updates. It might be something with OBS, but generally I usually have no issues. I noticed that last night and totally forgot it. All right, so we need to get back to, and then we're going to get that message until I can get that resolved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say, okay. And then you can see there's a ton of files. So I'm going to go look at some of these. Unfortunately, too bad they just don't let you delete. So this is just one save file here. I'm hoping to delete. Let's just start right here. You can see this is all the way back 2 years ago. And I hate that you have to see this, but my function keys are not working right now to pause the video. And so I'm stuck. And I'm hoping that's enough. You can see there's so much clutter that just gets in there. And we're still talking almost 2 years ago, still of files there. Let's do one other character real quick here. Let's go in here. You can see this one's more recent, right? But you can see right about here, we could just get rid of all that. And so if you start seeing stuff like that, that's really what you need to see. And then you can see how with some of this, it kind of looks weird, right? You're one level, then you go another, and then you go back, and then like right here, level 85, then level 22, and then, which means more than likely I went down to a previous save file at a lower level and started it from there and loaded that file. All right, let's hope that actually helps out a little bit. All right, let's go back. If we don't get that error message, that means we deleted enough. Let's get up out of here. So we're in Arcturus. Here's a ship over here. There's concealed signal over there. We're not really going to mess with that right now because the goal is to get back to where we really want. Get to the Terran Armada stuff started. Let's go to missions. All right. So Hammer Falls. Go to Hope Town. Set course. You have contraband. Settle systems. Add a destination to the planet's orbit. No. All right, so we're going to do a couple of things. So first things first, we're going to hit up the den. We have a lot of files, a lot of things. We're using the Nexus collection called Revi. And then we've added in a whole, probably another 50 or 60 files of our own. And not 100% confident in this fight. Who's here? We got them. Is it just the two of them?
This one's mine.
Hold on a sec. Is that the den? Oh shoot. Alright. Right now, I'm not even in the mood to be boarding them. Just want to get the fight over with. What do you got? Money. Alright, we'll take that. What else you got over here? Alright, that's the den. Real quick. What do you got there? Money. Alright. Supplies. Alright.
10 to approaching vessel. Docking approved.
What's our top cruising speed? Really? 63? 64? Well, it's probably because our ship is so entirely heavy. And we would need more power to the engines. If we were to a little bit more. Yeah, we can go a little faster. Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention. We about run into them. That would end everything real quick. All right. So that's Vasco. All right. Looks like a change of shift. So we'll talk to him real quick.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, have at it.
I don't even know if I have a vehicle. I should check that out too. So we have 4 ships. We have the Frontier, you can see, and then we have the Ecliptic Bayonet, and then we have the Razor Leaf. So we've completed the Mantis with this one. Um, but for now, I think we're gonna stick with. Oh, don't tell me these are turrets. Why? Just why? I hate turrets. Uh, why do I hate turrets? Because you you lack control over what they can do, and so and they auto fire. It's great unless you're trying to actually board a ship, and if you're trying to do that, then all of a sudden you're in trouble. All right, so let's get in here. We're just gonna do a couple of modifications here. Um, I'm actually gonna get rid of that, get rid of that, and get rid of that one. And then let's see. I want fuel. I need these, and I need that. These discrete fuel plates. Boom. 1, 2, and I need a third. And to be honest with you, we're however many. Oh, look at that. That's nice. All right. How much money I got? I got 393,000. So we're gonna go ham on this. All right. I could put them on here too, but that's just a little. That could be excessive. And then we go to cargo, and you see this right here. This is discrete cargo, right? And what this does is adds 1,000 shielded cargo to your ship. So we do that. They will not just attach to your ship directly. You have to attach them to these plates. And if you don't do that, you're in trouble. Now, technically, you see what I've got here? I've got a 1200 and a 1200. So I got 2 of these, right? So what we've done is we've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7,000 storage to our ship, right? And each one is 5 mass, so only 35 mass. Where this is 252. The smart move here. Let's see, which one is this? This is a living quarters. That is science lab. That is an all-in-one berth. That is a control station, and that is a workshop, right? So, in truth, the smart move, right? And then this is going to seem kind of weird, but it isn't. So, I got a living quarters right there. And let me see something real quick. 'Cause I have a control station right there, don't I? All right, watch this. Now, I'm not particularly 100 on board completely. All right, I think we went with that, and then delete, delete, delete. Put that in there, and then actually, I like that one. And instead of a control station, let's see, what if I made that into a, what was it, all-in-one? I don't want, was it an all-in-one or was it a living quarters? Made that into living quarters. Because that's a workshop. This right there, science lab. And this one right there was the all-in-one berth. Okay? And then we went like this, and then came down here. Let's do this. See if we can do that. Actually, 2. Not bad. And color 1. All right. Good enough. Good enough. Now, it still looks like a monstrosity and looks just awful, but it will serve its purpose. Now, what we've done is we've increased the top speed for 1. Our mobility is 100 now. We have added to our max crew. Cargo is up, hull is up, and our mass is way down. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Would I be rocking this ship now after all that I've been doing? No. No, I wouldn't. And you see, there's more spots, right? Connection points where I could add more mass, not mass, but cargo if I wanted to. We're gonna leave that the way it is. I'm gonna accept. Oops, sorry. And then we're gonna jump on out of here. I'm gonna purchase a vehicle too.
No problem.
I don't know if we need one, but all right, okay. But this is the one I want. So that one is active. Okay, we want the hammer. All right. Thank you. Now let's go get rid of this contraband. All right.
Salutations. Iron. Just
I'm-
kidding.
Yeah, I know. All right, you're not that guy.
That is correct. What can I do for?
We're gonna need to make a transaction.
Sure.
All right. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna sell off. See, it's nice enough that it put everything, the contraband, in a section for contraband, and we don't actually have any on us. I do want to look at one thing though. All right, spacesuits. What do you got? Are we selling? Okay, I want to buy spacesuits. All right, here we go. We got a ton of money, and they don't have what I'm looking for, which is actually a very major shame. Man, holy cow! How are you not gonna have? I'm looking for the Nomad spacesuits, so the fact that they don't actually have any, really kind of disappointing.
Please enjoy a complimentary beverage from the break room before you leave.
All right. And I could have sold them more stuff. And then, because what we're looking at is our ship right now has, as you can see, 14,000 cargo now. And I think that's because the perks that we have, right? We have 90% higher cargo. So whatever our cargo was is 90% higher. And we just added in 7,000 shielded capacity. Fuel, we're kicking it. We're doing good. Hull is fine. Power reactor, B-class reactor. All right, so we'll jump back. So you can see the den looks a little different. This is because the den under new management mod. Oh no. Now, once we, all right, so this is here. Is that Sarah? That is Sarah. Hey, Sarah, looking all kind of fancy like. All right. No, I don't know my way around the ship. All right, so the workshop. So if this is the workshop, then over here is the living quarters. Yep, living quarters. All right, so workshop. This should be basically the science lab. Yep, with pharmaceutical. And then the cockpit. All right. Now this is new. Ship terminal. But as you can see right now, there's nothing to it. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Now I don't know if that was added by the free lanes update. All right, so we're gonna sit and undock. Star Parcel Emperor. Okay, we're not worried about you. Let's go. Why does it say? Oh yeah, go to Hope Town. All right, so now we can just land. So why am I finishing this up? Because if anybody has gone through the Free Star Collective, we talk to Ron Hope, we deal with that problem, and then it makes us go to Aquila City afterwards. And Aquila City is where you kick off the Terran Armada stuff. So we do have, okay, so yeah, both Sarah and, because the gang's all here. Mod. As a matter of fact, what are we looking for? I want this. All right.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
Is he now? Ron Hope is the best.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I got no complaints for you. I mean, you're the guys that are delusional, thinking Ron Hope is the best.
You walk the factory floor? It's impressive stuff.
All right. See, now we've done this so many times. We know exactly where we need to go, how things are going to go down. So, spoilers, if anyone's watching that hasn't gone through this quest line, this is the end of, well, yes, this is basically the last bit of the Free Star Collective quest line.
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Birgit. We set some ambitious quotas, and you met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news?
Yeah, true story. I learned something very interesting.
Did you now?
Yes, I did.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Oh, I don't intend to. So, it's over. We know that you hired the first.
Oh, that's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
No, not an accusation. I got all the evidence I need right here. It shows you hired the first to seize the farms.
That two-faced bastard kept the slave.
Language, bro. Language.
Oh, I suppose. This is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's
Brighter than yours, bro.
What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
Hey, why don't
I
you
think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
show her a little bit more respect than that? Tell me everything.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold.
And you couldn't find other places to use it where, weren't farms and do the same. So you use these unwitting farmers to transform the soil.
Mining is expensive.
Oh my
And so
God.
is the cost of raw materials. My mineral enriching fertilizer solves several problems at once. The farmers provide free manual labor. And once the land is ready, we move in to extract and process the soil.
So those farmers poisoned themselves, and you ended up reaping profits.
Mm-hmm.
How can you even live with yourself?
Exactly.
It's nothing personal. It's just good business.
It's always personal, bro. Always.
I don't expect you to understand.
Yeah. Cruelty. Inhumane actions. Hard to understand. Basically, you destroyed lives to turn a profit, bro.
Look, I'll level with you. We're falling behind the competition.
Mm-hmm.
The hardworking people of this town depend on me for their livelihoods, and I won't let them down.
But you did.
My costs means saving their jobs.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job and more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up.
Yeah, the jig
Give you
too.
my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
And what about the people that your hired muscle killed?
You're right, of course. Something must be done. I'll set up a fund to handle funeral expenses and take care of any surviving family members. We'll do this the right way. I give you my word.
It's not enough.
You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience.
In the end, it's going to cost you more
Well,
than the money you save.
perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hope Tech.
Are you
You're seriously
insane?
turning an apology into a business pitch. That's disgusting.
With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors,
Former
I'm
member.
authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor.
You're going to turn yourself in, and I'll be telling the marshal everything.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer?
Like you made those farmers suffer.
But on a much larger scale, yes.
You know what? I'm willing to accept some collateral damage here. if that means you're going to pay.
I have to admit, I admire that uncompromising attitude.
I don't admire
Make
your
your
attitude.
position clear, Deputy. Now, it's my turn. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it.
Oh, sounds like a threat.
You're nothing.
You're not
Except you're
actually
executioner.
threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger,
And
are
he,
you?
he was. He
You're a
was.
despicable man, Hope. And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
He's about to. If you refuse to come quietly, I'm going to have to use force.
You just threatened a member of the Council of Governors.
Former member.
On my authority, you're stripped of rank, declared an outlaw. Guards! Dispose of this criminal.
Warning enemy activity.
Oh, did she get away? I'm okay. I'm okay. Thanks for checking on me. Yeah, I'm okay. Took you long enough. And you know what, bruh? Yep. I'm not even gonna take it. I'm just gonna leave you like that. Alright. I always hate this conversation with her. Hey.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person.
Yeah, especially when he was threatening you
Everything
with
he
your
said about
job,
the
right?
farmers and hiring those mercenaries? It was so awful.
He was a greedy bastard that put on a friendly face.
No, you're wrong.
Really?
It's not all he was. He always looked out for us, for his employees.
But only his employees. It doesn't justify what he did.
No, of course not. But there was more to him than that. He had a genuinely good side, a
Actions
caring side.
speak louder than
And now
words.
You.
I just want to shoot her.
killed him.
Right here. I just want to shoot her. It felt good to avenge the people he hurt.
That sounds so bloodthirsty.
Yeah, so
I
be
can't
careful what you're going to say.
imagine how that could feel good. I guess I just can't relate.
No.
What happens to us now?
You hit the unemployment lines, and see if anybody wants to hire someone as clueless as you are. I'm sure you'll be all right.
Maybe. Someone new will need to step in. Maybe Ilana. I think she could lead us.
I really stopped caring.
I guess we'll
after
have
this
to
conversation.
figure things out. Find a path forward.
Yeah, whatever.
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck.
I don't even wish you good luck. You irritated me. So the unfortunate part about this is this actually is a perfect quest line for consequence, right? To see how your actions matter, right? Your choices really matter. This is perfect one right here. So I have yet to see any kind of anything that happens or changes, but it would be this would been a great thing where you would keep getting updates on how Hope Tech is doing, how Alana is doing in in replacing what's the name. Also, right here, this would have been great. So this is Inaya, and I don't know where Alana is, but it would have been great to have that encounter, to be able to sit and talk to Alana and see, and hear just, is she okay with it? Is she ready to do it? Does she have what trepidations she's got about it? And but no, we do that, and you don't hear anything. There's nothing from the employees themselves, right? I can't believe he's dead. What are we gonna do now? You know what I mean? So I think serious ball droppage right here, if that's what you want to call it, right? Like, and it's kind of just unfortunate. Like, no one is concerned or overly concerned as to what they're gonna do now. All right, so get to the cockpit. And I think we could actually, yep, just head right on there. So it's kind of funny because from what I read, the way that the Terran Armada quest line starts is very similar to another mod that I downloaded that I really enjoyed many a times. Actually, and that one was the one that paid homage to the what's that game? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the Doom, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it kicks off that same way. All right, so we're in Aquila. So obviously we've been here already, so we're not going to get stopped by the guard and towed, whatever.
Don't you worry.
You
Those
see.
walls are solid. Ain't no Ashley getting in here.
Now, before we actually report into the sheriff, we can go ahead and kick off the Armada quest, Terran Armada quest. Look for the SSNN broadcast. I'm going to call it a pillar. It's like a tower, but I thought it was somewhere up here. So we're going to look at it. There it is.
Opulence of the Stars has been hijacked in the Nirvana system by a group calling themselves the Terran Armada. The following is a recording captured by our intrepid reporters on the scene. Warning, what you are about to hear is graphic in nature. Humans of the settled systems, you've lost your way. Scattered among the stars, fighting amongst yourselves like vermin. Worthless, irredeemable. You have forgotten who you are. We shall remind you. We are the Terran Armada. We are the true children of Earth, and none shall stand in our way. Hours after receipt of this recording, a search and rescue team was dispatched to the liner's last known coordinates. In addition, authorities have asked all available pilots to aid in the search for survivors. We'll have more on this breaking news story as additional information comes in.
Oh my god, what was that?
Holy hell.
Recommended level
Sounded
50
like a
plus.
They said they were looking for pilots who can help.
There it is. Boom. So join the search party orbiting Nirvana. Recommended level 50 plus. All right, so we got a couple of choices real quick that we can make. Is run inside real quick, let the sheriff know, and one of the benefits of doing that, all right,
Hey, deputy.
Hey. All right, here we go.
You're back.
I am.
Good to see you back safe, Deputy.
Yes.
What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
They were. But I took care of them.
Damn, you've got guts of steel.
Mm.
Did you find out why the first was taking over farms?
Yes, I did. Ron Hope, he hired them to grab all the farms up.
What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation.
It's not an accusation if it's true.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
That don't mean nothing.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives
And
a
only
damn
his
about some
people.
farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all?
Yeah, he said something about, supplying the farms with some experimental fertilizer. It didn't work. It made the soil content, the mineral content in the soil too high and killed all the crops. Something like that.
That has a familiar ring to it.
Does it?
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers.
Right.
At the time,
One
I
that
just
failed?
figured it was a PR stunt.
Well,
Seems a little more sinister now.
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
Yep. Here's your proof.
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this?
I sure did. Yep, he and his men attacked me. Unfortunately, he didn't. All right, I hoped he would turn himself in, but he wouldn't go down without a fight.
Sounds like his pride got the best of him.
That and some.
This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Free Star Collective.
As far as I could tell, nobody
Can't
cared.
trust their leaders. Anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Well, that depends on what spoiled it.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you,
I'm feeling you.
There's one last piece of business to take care of.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us,
Mm-hmm.
I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do.
Yep.
A simple question.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
I do. It would be an honor.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Yeehaw.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless
you.
tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens.
Somebody has to.
By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge.
Thank you.
Wear it with pride.
Oh, I will.
But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you. Well done.
Thanks, love. Well, thank you for having faith in me.
You've shown that faith was well placed. Let's hear it for our new
Just
Ranger.
let me drink in peace.
Way to go.
Seriously, let you drink in Pete? Oh my goodness, I should hit you with my badge. As a full-fledged Freestar Ranger, you have been granted your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required. Yeehaw! And we level up. That's even better. Was it you? You up in my face? We'll talk to him at another time. Sarah. All right, we'll worry about that too later. Okay, so a couple of things. So if you're wondering, what all we got, right? So this is what we got. Our own. Yippers, right? And then gear wise, we got Ranger spacesuit. So the Ranger suit, which no big whoop. And then we got the Ranger power pack, and then the Ranger space helmet. So no big whoop on there, right? And then if I'm not mistaken, we also got, where are you? It's not the Justifier, is it? Is not. I believe it is. I don't see it. I don't see it. Handheld. Okay. Was this one? Nope. It's not one of the ones that we would have favorited. Really? Is this what we got? I thought we got like the, what's the name? Okay. Whatever. Right. And then we do have a Ranger outfit now, badge, and Ranger hat. All right, hold on a sec. Let's do this real quick. Apparel. Where's my Ranger? So that's our Ranger outfit. We're not wearing that. Where's my hat? Did I get a hat? I didn't get a hat. And you didn't. You're gonna give me all that other stuff and not give me a hat? Ain't that some outrageous stuff? Okay, so we have a choice here we can do, and then hopefully this won't take more than like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, if I get you to bear with me for that little bit of time. All right. So I don't think we can do anything here except talk to the ship technician, right? And then say, hey, I'd like to modify my ship. No problem. Yeah. Good, pretty cool how you're, all right, so it's taking a little bit. And if it takes too long, we're just going to say, screw it. Okay. Yeah, you're.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, we're going to try one more time. You're taking a little, okay, there you go. All right, so what I like to do with the Star Eagle is this. Boom, boom. Because they're not actually, that's not needed. And I don't really find it all that cool, right? So if we grab this, we can just boom, boom, boom. So to me, that works just a little bit better, right? And then let's see, that's a pulse laser, and the suppressor is the only thing. What's this one here? Is that also a suppressor? And then you got the laser, and then what is this? The missile launcher. All right. So if I was going to do anything, one, let's get rid of that. Right. Then two, I'm not really going to mess with the engines much. What kind of grav drive we got? That's a sucky grav drive. Where's my engine real quick? Where's my engine? It's in there somewhere. There it is. Well, reactor. Oh, that's not a bad reactor. Is it almost the same as the one that we have already? So what I would look for real quick here is grav drives. All right, A. All right, so start here and boom. Top of the line, baby. All right, get out of there. That's a better grav drive. Still A class. All right. Reactors. I'm just gonna see. All right, so the best reactor is probably the one that we already have, because the reactor we have is a 29. So I'm not too worried about that. I mean, we could step it up to a 35 B class reactor, and or even a 39. So we could do that if we wanted to right now. The engines would be fine, but I'm not going to. You see, our mobility kind of sucks. So, but when we look at these all together, that's kind of fine. I think what our main issue is where our main issue lies is wherever our cargo hold is. It's another situation where our ship is just a little heavier than we want. But you know what? We're going to leave it. Now, you see this? The brig? I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to see if we can change that to battle stations, but we don't want to be empty. Now, the reason battle station is because, guess what? It's going to give us, and actually lessen the number of crew, which is weird, but I guess that's what we're going to deal with. What's this up here? So this is the captain's quarters. What's this right here? So this is a control station, which is fine. And I believe on the very bottom, there it is, engineering bay. So we can, all right, engineering bay does give you one crew station, but now we got 2 passenger slots. I think I'm going to make it an all-in-one berth. Living quarters, control station, battle stations, control station. We looked at that one. What's this up here? Storeroom is fine. And then living quarters is good. Battle station. Captain's quarters for now. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. Control station. Control. All right, so we're gonna leave as is for now with all that. How are we doing? We need to get our weapons back. All right, so we need some actual. All right, here we go. Class A. Class A. All right, so do we want to go with the proton beam? Ooh, look at that range, fire rate, and hull damage, shield damage. What's this one? 21. What's the weight on it? What's the weight? Where's the weight? I don't see the weight. Oh, 3. What's this one? 3. Okay. Boom. And then, can we get one up there too? All right. And then we need to get over here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is this is where we're going to put the lasers. Okay. And we'll come down here. We're going to put the proton beam right there. Oh, shoot. And then, proton beam. And then we're going to assign the missile launcher there. All right. Sweet. Now, our mobility did go down a little bit. All right. Max cruise up. Yeah. We're going to be happy with that. Then we're going to grab this. And then what I do is, yeah, there we go. All right. So color 1, color 2. And color 3. Boom. I don't know why I have this thing with this color motif, but there we go. Right? So there we have it. And then we accept, right? But we can, okay, should we switch? I don't know. If I make it my home ship, then we're in trouble. Because I don't remember how much the cargo hold is. Hold on a sec. Shipbuilder, what's my cargo hold? 3,000. So we're going to be over encumbered on our cargo hold until we get someplace where we can add more to it. But all right, thank you. That was more than 5 minutes. Sorry about that. All right, come on. Let's get to the ship. We got to get to Nirvana.
Sorry, spaceport's always
Okay, let's say, wait a minute. Didn't I, all right. We're gonna jump. Oh, isn't that cool? That is so cool. I don't think I can get tired of that. All right, hold on.
Hey Vanguard, this is Agent Yamoja with Aegis. If you open your comms, I can brief you on the situation. Welcome to the search party. My name's Agent Yamoja. Happy to have your help.
Well, happy to be here. Kind of. Hey, Vanguard is always answers the call.
Don't I know it? You guys go above and beyond. Supra et ultra. So here's the details. We're looking for a Trident luxury liner. She's a big girl, but space is bigger. And it's definitely been a challenge to canvass the area.
Okay. Have you found anything so far?
No, but every parsec we scan, we get that much closer to finding it.
All right. You must have a lead by now, though.
We've made estimates based on the ship's trajectory and last known position, so we're not totally blind.
Good.
One place we haven't explored a ton is the asteroid field up ahead. A few ships have peeked around there, but haven't stuck their heads in.
All right. I'll help you.
My gratitude. Let me send you the telemetry data on where to scout.
Okay. Cool. There we go. Here we go. All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to hit cruise and autopilot. Oh, yeah. Let's see what that is. So now we get to see free lanes in action as we head on over to the spot where they want us to look. So we just turned on autopilot. So we could get up right now. If we hold B button, we can get up and walk around our ship and let things happen. One of the things that happens, or that you'll see, is there are these things called anomalies that'll peek their head up when you're doing the free lane stuff. And so now we're moving. All right, it just takes a moment to get it going, which is kind of wonky. I don't like it. I don't really like that, how long it takes for it to finally kick in and get you moving. Right? You can see, and then once we look at the distance, once you see it, now it's starting to speed up, and that's what's happening, right? We're kicking it, like we're basically like we're moving up gears, right? You know, as we kick it into gear, we start to move a little faster, and now we're zooming. And I just don't like how long it takes for that to get going like that. Maybe there is ways to adjust that. So as we go now, if there's like little anomalies, like things, a ship or an asteroid field or something like right there, um, we can select that anomaly up there, right? And you can see once we select it, now we can switch. So we're telling the autopilot to skip past Nirvana 4 and let's go check out that anomaly over here. So now it's headed straight for that. And if something else appeared, like a ship or asteroid field or sensor contact or something like that, anything like that, they will appear off in the distance as well. Like a ship right there. Now the anomaly is closer than the ship is technically, right? So we're gonna keep on going to the anomaly. What I do like is once you get close enough, right? So I don't know what LS stands for. All right. So we could slow things down, and you see the search area that popped up for us. So once we go check out this anomaly, we're gonna swing back around and look at the search area. But this anomaly has got us curious, right? And it could be nothing. So now we're slowing down, and then once we get to like 0.1, that'll put us about Now we're within a certain number of kilometers. Once we get then, I think within like 1,000 kilometers, that's when it'll kick us out of right? So where's that anomaly? So we got wreckage, miss you guys. All right, and nothing else. I'm not gonna stick around. We're gonna jump ourselves back in the cruise, and then we're gonna hit that. What we're going after is the search area. There we go. And then all we can do. And again, like I said, the amount of time it takes for it to kick in. Now, this isn't as great of a distance, but it's kind of cool. But it's still, I wish the gears would rev up a little faster. Be a little faster than what it is. And, because you can sense it, right? I don't know. Maybe that delay should be like 2 seconds as opposed to 5 or 6. All right, we are booking it a little bit faster now. Okay, good. All right, now once we're in range, and again, once we get down to 0.1, and then boom, now we're within 1,000 kilometers. Boom. Orbital deceleration, inertial dampeners. All right. And then you can see there's definite points here for us to check out. 10K, 5,000 meters. Let's go ahead and check this out. This is what it looks like. On the other side of this rock. Goose going past it. Okay, nothing. All right. How far are you? 7, 8, 7. Boost, get back up, build back up here. I mean, I could take some power out of the grav. That would let us move a little faster here. one is closer. 5K. Is that 9K or yeah, 9K? All right, so we'll go 5K. All right, explore the storms, dock with, and board the damaged Starliner. Did we find it? Oh yeah, we got it. All right, sweet. Opulence of the stars. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good thing I got both Sarah and Vasco with me. Now, I doubt there will be, but I am still kind of holding out hope there's gravity on this thing. I don't like the zero grab. Oh, nice. All right. Okay. Is Sarah the only one that's coming with me? Where's Vasco? Did I lose Vasco? Hold on a sec. Sarah. There's Vasco. All right. This is crazy. Part of me wants to go into first person. Now that Centimete Veal, unless that's always been the way it has been, I'm going to have to say, I guess I should reserve cooler. The top shelf, trilobites, velocity blue, Chardonnay, chili, all right, kebabs, yeah. All right, we'll take the turkey, raisin bran, milk, grapes. We'll take that too. Oh shoot! All right, I feel bad now. I didn't want to do that, but there's no way to scan them, right? We don't have any kind of scanning. Take the trauma pack. Okay. Part of me wants to switch to first person. Go with the flashlight a little bit. Oh shoot, another person. Do you have any like slates or anything talking about what happened to you? Oh, never mind then. It's not what I was thinking. Because this is a today age ship that's been basically boarded, and we need a power thing to make that door work, it looks like. And then so yeah, it will have God dang it. Fuel paste and bandages. You know what they're doing, right? They're loading us up because we're about to get in it. They're like, here, let's get you some healing stuff. Okay. We'll take that. It's worth a lot of money. Suit isn't worth a lot of money. Hey, look at that. I don't know what all that took, but we'll just take it. Hey, a drink. Alright, I think we need a power supply, and we did not see one yet. If you know what I'm talking about, is I don't think this door is going to work without one, right? Maybe it's up the level. Power required. Oh shoot. Did you get him on the toilet? Oh, poor thing. Alright, the slate. Hold on. First things first. Creds. And a safe. More creds. And ammo. Alright.
ETA on getting the lights back on? I don't know. I'm not an engineer. But it doesn't look like anything's actually wrong. They're disrupting power somehow? The systems won't switch over. Alright, we tried. Let's call it quits and book it out of here while we can. Hold on. Give me a minute first. I might be able to use the reserves to squeeze out a signal long enough for a quick message. Oh God. Ellie, they're here. I can hear them. Please, we have to go! Okay, got it. Testing. This is Ellie Ical, aboard the Opulence of the Stars. If anyone can hear this, we've been attacked by... Ellie, it's it! Daniel? No, you must... Ah!
Metal footsteps. I don't even know what I just picked up. I was trying to pick up the thing behind it. I think I have a mod that's like true storage or whatever or something like that, where now storage containers truly are used like storage containers. They're gonna have empty oxygen booster. There's a digipick. I think that one is a digipick as well. I want to get that, except astrodynamics is not working. Oh, but look at this. Whoa. I know, we didn't come here to loot. Well, we did, but that's not our primary purpose. You really gonna make us go up to the 3rd floor to get a power pack? That said emergency power cell. I wonder if that's gonna work. Be enough. I don't know why I took the cocktail glass. Can't help myself. I'm a looter. Okay. or a hoarder, or both, a looter hoarder. See, so now that we have the power pack, we took that, so that could be all we needed, even though I don't think that's the one they had intended for us. Because I just don't see them putting them in a storage container. I would expect it to be sitting on the floor somewhere around here, out in the open, or like that one right there. Engineer's terminal. Woke up the ship's cheerful automated announcement reminding us to start our day with purpose, which translated from corporate speak to reality means smile while the luxury spas burn enough energy to run a mining colony. Pretty much. Pretty much. But what can you do, right? Anything to make money. Let's see, woke up to the ship's cheerful automated announcement reminding us. Yeah, we already read that. Seriously, we had to divert power to the steam room because the ionized crystal sauna experience was underperforming. Captain said guests weren't spiritually exfoliated enough. Glad we've nailed our priorities. Got a priority alert from one of the midship power relays. The spa's neuroosmotic float chamber is pulling 300% more power than projected, and the ambient lighting is reportedly at risk of dimming. Absolute crisis. Can't have dim lighting while someone's recalibrating their aura. Yeah, another wonderful decision, right? Ship's in great shape, too great. Everything gleams. The circuits hum in a perfect harmony. And the floors are so polished, I nearly ate it trying to make it over to the lift. No fires, no malfunctions. Beginning to suspect this whole cruise liner assignment might be some vague punishment wrapped up in brushed chrome. Okay, so we read that. Backup power, everything's too perfect. Let's open the doors. Oh, shoot. All right, we're hidden still. Ladies. All right. All right. There's a couple of things. All right, so we'll take that. I think once we took one, it stopped highlighting the others. But you know what we're going to do? Better safe than sorry. See? There's one needed there. There's one needed there. I don't think we can actually pull any from where they are. Yeah. Okay. What's in here? Looks like what we can do is take what we got and go on back downstairs where it's telling us to go. We did go up here before, right? All right, so that's how we came in. Okay. So we came in, came down, through here. And that's where we want to get to. All right. Okay, that way. Okay, so we got to go that way. So we're going to check everything on this end first. Now where to, oh shoot. It said restore power to engineering. I'm not sure why. Oh, I think I hit the one. Same button. That's why. Alright. We can eat that. I don't think I have sustenance on, so. But I thought I did, actually. We just haven't been getting any updates to saying that we're malnourished or dehydrated. Alright, what's down here? More bodies. Also more loot. We'll take that for sure. Okay. Oh shoot. So this might have been like a different alternative route. Okay. Quick save. Never the smartest thing to walk between steaming pipes. Ladies. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Okay. Restore power to the engineering deck. Alright. One of the things we're going to do, since we know that there wasn't anybody here, we're going to hightail it back upstairs. Okay.
Elevator offline. Restore local power to resume functionality.
Local power. Thought we just did that. Right. Not sure how we restore power now. Restore power to the engineering deck. Okay. Okay, so it's that way. Okay. We're gonna go back down. Did we just miss something? Or did we have to flip a switch or something? And I missed it. Okay, so it still has us over here. Did I miss a switch? I probably did. Yep, I did. Alright, switch power required. Alright. Okay, hey. Alright. Just in case. Okay, that was not nice. And of course, my people are locked out. Or maybe not. Okay. But I gotta do this on the other side now. Okay. Well. Ladies. All right. Body up ahead. I don't sense any movement yet, or here. Kind of looks worse down here than it did up. Oh, dang. All right, we're gonna have a little alien pie. Credits. Come back. Holy cow. Well, if we wanted to take a nap, we could. Okay. We're not going down yet. Something's up above us. Heat leech. All right, so this is. All right. So we still have to go up. Was it telling us search the ship for survivors? We'll take that for sure. Wait, what? Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Were they trying to barricade? Security protocol F7B initiated. All external comms jammed. Internal sensors show anomaly. Unidentified boarding party. Casualties are extensive. Attempting to reroute power to the primary shields, but they're cutting us off. Orders from Trident operations are unclear. This is not a drill. May the stars have mercy on us all. I hear the alarm. Okay, so I think if this would take us upstairs and possibly to, but before we do that, oh gosh, before we do that, let's come around here real quick. Cargo. All right. So up. All right. All right. Wrong way. Oh snap!
No! Please!
The enemy is approaching.
Registering damage to exterior casing.
So somebody. Oh. Oh, we're surrounded. X-Tech. Nice. Yes. We need X-Tech. The more the merrier. Ladies.
The probability of that is extremely high.
Key card, housekeeping.
This encounter will likely end in your death.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Ow.
It is useless to attempt defeating us. Enemy terminated. I am uncertain why contact with us was advisable. It is a fact that my firepower exceeds yours.
Where you pointing at? Somewhere up there. All right. We not save anybody?
Accept your death. Investigate the rest of the ship. All right. All right.
let's just make sure we've looted all these critters. See like that. And then, oh man. Invigast. Alright. I think this is the way we came up.
As you can already see, these results show the potential for technological advancements in robotics previously thought impossible. Emergency procedures initiated. Power routed to backup reserves. Please remain calm.
I'm sure it's nothing. They do these security drills every so often. Please, continue.
Sir, we've come to escort you to a more secure area.
I understand the importance of you performing these safety exercises, but I pay good money to not be disturbed with such nonsense.
I'm afraid we have to make an exception. I can explain more on the way, but we need to get moving to the vaults.
I'm afraid the rest of your presentation will have to wait, Miss Moreau. Apparently even money can't save us from the tedium of procedure. But rest assured, I will be having a word with the administration when we get there.
Oh yeah, I bet you will. We're alcoholic now. All right, so 0G Pilates, so daily activity planner. All right, okay. Should never drink and shoot at the same, but hey. Okay. Hey. Room cleaning service. 9 to 11. All right. All right. This way. Hey. Panache. What do we got there? Velocity red, velocity orange, sparkling wine. Liver pate. Activity planner. Okay. Opulence of the stars. Okay. All right, come on, ladies. Lounge and casino. Oh snap! Feel good medical. Gosh darn it! Oh no, Doug!
I'm hit.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, my bad.
I'm going to end you. Target has been dispatched.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Do not attempt combat with us. You will not survive.
Hmm. Okay, we gotta go that way. We need to clear this way first. Lots of money and food to be had. And beer. Holy cow. Oh, here we go. Come on, you can't leave the cred sticks just laying around. They're not really evidence, are they? Oops. All right. Where's that robot? Wasn't there one? There it is. We don't want to miss on X-Tech for sure. Oh gosh. That feel good medical didn't do him much good.
match for the opulence of the stars. Glitz and glamour everywhere you look. Luxury food, zero-G dance floors, a sonic wave pool. This is the life, huh, Ellie?
Yeah, this is exactly what I got my degree for. Writing puff pieces on a bunch of yuppies with too many credits to spend.
Nah, don't be like that. Not everything people want to read is gonna be award-winning. Sometimes you just want to hear about the good things in life. It gives you something to daydream about, huh?
They're always sticking us on this empty stuff, though. When are we gonna get something with some teeth?
You know, most people would appreciate getting to live it up on company credit.
Maybe you have a point. Not like there's anything I can really do about it right now.
Ellie Icow, actually listening to me for once? Did I just hit a jackpot?
Yeah. Enjoy it while you can.
Well, I'm still riding this high. Maybe we should try for a real jackpot. I saw some slots past the lounge earlier. How about we... Whoa, what was that? Almost felt like...
Almost feels like a story. Yeah?
There goes my vacation.
Yeah, not the kind of story you want to tell. That's not what I wanted. But okay. There it is. There'll be a safe around here somewhere. Come on, careful.
I am detecting the enemy once more. It will save your life.
You see the level on that thing? My stuff. Advance. Okay, we got the shoddy. All right, what's this one? Is only the okay. Commanders or commanders advance? Which one? Which one? All right, let's go with this one. Come on.
I am taking damage. Registering damage to its
Are you freaking kidding me? Holy cow. A Devastator bot Mach 3 was disappointing. There's no X-Tech. Wait. We do have to look at one thing real quick, though. God dang it. All right. Look at that. I think this is what we just... Ooh. I thought we just... All right, yeah. So we're going to replace that one there. And then here's one. What is this? Kraken. Oh, the damage. All right, I think that's the one we just replaced. Ooh. Incendiary Advanced MGP Laser Rifle. Oh my goodness. You know what? Let's replace that one. And then hand loading Advanced MGP Ballistic Rifle. Holy cow. All right. I gotta be honest with you. We'll stick that down there for right now, and we're gonna see what this looks like. Whoa, it's loud. It's loud. All right. I don't think we're done yet. We gotta go that way. First things first. X-Tech. Yeah, we're all about the X-Tech. For absolutely sure. For absolutely sure. Holy cow. Oh man. Yeah, I think we got everybody. Nope, we didn't. All right. Interact with the scanner. come this one's not lootable? Who is she? Terran Armada Grunt. Okay. About to say, how come she had X tech on her? Mm-hmm. What in the world is this? Antique computer? Oh, dang. All right. Vault console. Shattering. Nice. Oh, shoot. I think the Astra went too fast. Alright, so there's the scanner. Antique piggy bank. Oh, portable CD player. There were worth some credits there. All right. Oh. Empty. Empty. All right. Outer integrity failed. Vessel breached. Initiating vault evacuation subroutines. Sealing individual decks. Credits. Reserve has been wiped. Power interrupted. Switching to backup generators. Distress beacon triangulating. Release vector. Escape pod bay releases triggered. Escape pod bay release failed. Distress beacon failed. All vault related subroutines have been suspended. Entering sleep mode. Oh. Oh. Okay.
If you're listening to this, then whatever scan those Terrans used to identify us is working. And you're not one of them. I'm sorry for locking you in here. I wish I could explain everything right now, but I can't. I don't know what's going on. And I don't imagine there's much time, so just trust me for now. Please. Take this chip and place it in a robotic frame. If all goes well, they'll take things from there.
Place the chip inside a Terran frame. The one right up there that we couldn't, what's the name? I'll take that prototype equipment right there, though. All right. Can't do that one, but we can do this one. Insert data chip. Delta.
Initializing. Current frame. Registered as Terran. Aggression levels. Elevated. Evaluating adversarial response.
We're all friends here. I'm not an enemy.
Designation, friend, not accepted. Only relations, primary and secondary. Classification, enemy. Status pending. Aggression protocols, deferred. Control routed to processor.
You don't look hostile, so that's a good start.
Behavior dependent on target. According to observations, target at biological disadvantage. Continuing analysis.
What exactly are you analyzing?
Request specimen, refrain from interruptions. Security logs, damage reports, current status, and chance of survival being scanned and assimilated.
All right, look, maybe we got off on the wrong foot here. Let's work together on this, all right?
Permissions pending. Cooperation with Terran affiliates is restricted. Scans indicate present human is non-Terran. Updating interaction accordingly. Proposal. Assist me as secondary. Creator's mission must be completed.
Creator. You mean the one who made that chip?
Led to my creation, but data chip origin incidental. True achievement in evolving beyond designed potential. Delta Unit can provide further data if you assist. This arrangement will lead to completion of mission.
And how can I be sure you're not working with the Terrans?
Erroneous conclusion. I am a separate entity far beyond Terran limitations. Following. Current mission is of higher importance than any existing Terran objectives. Assist me in recovery operation will be of benefit to you.
Look, I'm not even sure who or what you are yet.
Constrained by Terran frame, but enhanced mobility and calculations present unique advantages. Full capabilities would overwhelm your cognition. Superior in every way to you is likely sufficient. Though your presence not entirely without use. Require auxiliary support to retrieve Creator. Human opposes Terrans. Can obtain further vantage through Delta Unit. This arrangement benefits all involved. Sufficient?
To what degree we can trust this unexpected development is up for debate, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't the least bit curious in learning more.
All right, look, if it gets us out of here, but we're not done yet. We're going to be talking about this later.
Incorrect. Conversation has concluded. However, further inquiries will be allowed at a later date, establishing new moniker. Auxiliary Human. Recompiling. Updating interactions accordingly. Stand back during local interface. Initiating bypass sequence. Breaching encryption layer. Success.
Injury received.
Well, he's got to prove himself, so let him prove himself while I figure out what's all available here. Right? Get out of the way.
I advise a hasty retreat. It will save your life.
Where'd they go?
Why you believed conflict with us was
Where are they at? Did we take them out? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Delta. Eh. I mean, we gotta get him a different color.
No.
Where's the other person? Thought I looted everybody. Here we go. Where's the other? I thought there was no, another grunt that had charged in. Hmm. See? Terran Ensign. And maybe that's the one I was thinking about. They had ran all the way back here to hide.
Potential for combat success. Time. All systems.
We have to fight our way out.
Attempting painless elimination.
Where's the one hiding? Back this way. Where you at? I don't think it's back here. And it may be registering someone up above us. Yeah, I don't know the way out, so. Oh, you get out of the way, dude. last thing we need is yet another person, thing, whatever, jumping in the line of fire. Rejuvenate your body. Spa and wellness. Okay. Experience the zenith of culinary perfection. Uh-huh. Okay. Which way am I going? All right. Looks like the brig. Either that or some sort of safe room. Ooh, yes. Yes. Hold on. Remote. Alright, open door. Which one is this one? Security information. Alright, alright. There it is. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Alright. Thank you. Thank you very much. What do you got in there? Advanced tombstone. Alright. It's not worth much. Oh, look. More weapons. Oh, yeah, we'll take that one. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not mad at you. Alright, we need to go this way. It's like hand down. Alright, we gotta figure out things out. Figure out where we are, how we get down. E-pipe, okay. Get more credit sticks. Alright, we're not looking gift horses in the mouth, okay? Darling, the service on the ship is simply divine. My personal concierge, Ilara, has already secured me the latest anti-gravity massage for tomorrow morning. Do remind me to call Mother and subtly brag about the 0G Pilates. Mm-hmm. Daily activity planner. Okay. I think we are supposed to go down. Hopefully this will take us where we're supposed to go. Alright, we'll take that. Alright.
Exterminating System failure. System failure. Registering superficial damage.
go. We were already in here. We pretty much took everything of value. Right. Excuse me, coming through. All right. I think we want to go this way. Yep. Back to engineering. We'll look in here first. I think we've already been in here.
Freeze. Right where you are.
Wait a minute. Who the heck are you?
Aegis, RJ. That means I'm the one asking the questions here. And what happens next depends on how you answer them. So let's save the attitude.
Look, don't shoot. I'm with the Rangers. Let's everybody calm down.
First the Vanguard, now the Rangers. You sure get around.
I do.
I don't care what story you want to go with, but we can get to that later. You've got a very short window to tell me why you're working with the Terrans.
What? Where? Why would you think I'm working with the Terrans?
You have the nerve to play dumb with that thing following you.
You mean Delta? No. Don't worry about him. They are different.
Isn't that convenient? The Terrans declare war on humanity and they, send this thing as a peace ambassador. Seems to be playing along as an ally for now. But you think that's going to last forever?
Look, in truth, you may be right, but it's kind of worth the risk.
It's certainly a hard sell, but we might not get another chance like this. At the very least, the fact we're even having a conversation right now means it's worth entertaining for the moment. But I'm not letting you two off that easily. If you're vouching for this thing, there are going to be conditions.
Incorrect. Not thing. Delta.
Right. Delta. Quite the ego it's got.
Right.
I get the feeling you and this Delta are going to end up tipping the scales in all this. We'll see in which direction that ends up being soon enough. Either way, the people heading up this operation are going to want to see you about it. Both of you.
Well, look, if they can help against these Terrans. Wait. What kind of people are we talking about?
The kind who have their fingers attached to a lot of strings, and who pull them when necessary. The kind with powerful interests, some sure to align with yours. You should feel honored. Not that you have much of a choice.
The beginnings of a conspiracy. I think I'm in.
Then you'll love what's to come. Meet them at Anchor Point. Dingy dive out on the free lanes. When you get there, order a Vocatus Vacuos at the bar. I'll send you the coordinates. And make sure you don't forget to bring our rogue Terran there. Best to keep friends close, and potential enemies closer.
How about you? Can we keep you close? I got room for more.
Do not worry. If auxiliary human cannot continue, I will carry on my mission.
Do you know why the Terrans are after your creator?
Humans individually possess limited usefulness. However, true aims likely lie in creation of technology with no limit of potential. Alone, Delta Unit represents culmination of the best humanity has to offer. Taken even further through my own transcendence. Experiment cannot be replicated. However, even with an army of mere imitations attempting to approach Delta Unit, the universe could be shaped as one desires.
So you're basically some sort of advanced program?
Counter-argument. Humans are just less advanced programs. Like most developments accidentally discovered by humanity, Delta Unit has transcended those that led to my creation. There is likely no satisfactory designation auxiliary human could comprehend to quantify full understanding of Delta.
Alright, well, I want you to follow me for a while.
Confirmed. Readying data collection.
Nice little merry band that we got here. Is that funny or what? We traded in, now we got the cyborg Vasco, and then we got Delta now. Holy cow. Alright, let's see if we can get to this place real quick, and we might call it a day. Wait.
Hey, feel that wave over there? Some kind of EMP.
Energy signature consistent with Terran-based gravitational disruption technology. Gravitic devices will be rendered inert while active.
Disruption tech? Are you saying they took out our grav drives? That shouldn't be possible.
The limits of human imagination have no bearing on factual actuality.
Right. Assuming what they say is true, we're basically dead in the water until we take out whatever's doing this. For now, see if you can pinpoint wherever that wave came from. Maybe the sensors picked something up.
Action unrequired. Location trace of Terran vessel already completed prior to unnecessary conversation.
Oh my god. This guy's kind of annoying. Intercept the Terran assault unit using cruise. Travel.
Have been uploaded for auxiliary human.
Sounds like you two have things handled then. I'll leave it to you.
Alright, I'm not liking Delta much. The a-hole, we're not going to Nirvana. Where are we headed? Traveled incursion orbiting. We're not going there. Lost luxury. Intercept Terran assault unit. There it is. And what's this? Opulence of the stars. Okay, we don't want that. I guess no matter what, we're traveling that way, right? Alright, I don't know if it's supposed to pop something for us. You know, like anomaly will show up and that's what it's going to do. Sensor contact. I don't know what sensor contact is. Alright, hold on a sec. All right, intercept the terrain assault using cruise mode. Just use cruise mode, okay. And I don't think sensor contact is... Oh. Well, we're in the cruise thing. Could this be it? Well, let's see. Could be this ship over there, too. But this one's closer, so we'll try that. There we go. Okay. Where's that sensor contact? Or are you telling me we've already been here and there's nothing left? Okay. What's this? Where's the other? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Did I see something? See something? Say something. All right. Well, back to it. All right. Let's look for in the cruise. All right. I think the ship is what we want. Oop. Weapons are disabled in cruise mode. That's what I wanted. Like I said, it just takes too long. I know, I just want to see what this is up here. Can't. Damn. It's like a very slow wind up. Once it gets going, it goes, but this could get tedious after a while. If it hasn't already for some. Become very tedious. See, look, another ship. And yet another ship. And this is a derelict celestial.
Do you think there's anyone inside that ship? We should go check in case someone needs help.
Well, it's not not the one we were looking for, but we got to look at it. I don't think it is. Mm-hmm.
Move a muscle and I'll shoot. No one needs to get hurt. I just need your ship.
What do you need my ship for?
Pretty sure that's none of your business.
Well, let's kind of talk this one through, okay?
Not sure what there is to talk about here.
Well, look, I'm sure we can find a mutually beneficial solution.
Sorry, not interested.
Okay.
Are you always this cranky?
No,
Right.
I hit
We'll
the
do it
auto
your way, then.
persuasion in.
I need to get to Neon as fast as possible without being seen. Think you can handle that?
Anyone looking for you that we should be worried about?
Not in this area, as far as I know. I got pretty far before the thing died on me.
No one is even trying to rescue you?
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me cry. Every person for themselves. Am I right?
Okay. What else can you tell me before I take you on board?
You're starting to get on my nerves, you know that? Alright, where to start? I took the fall for someone else after a bank robbery went wrong. I ended up inside for a while. One day there was an opportunity to get out, and I took it. Then I took this piece of crap ship. Then I had a grab jump failure. Ended up with just enough power for life support. Then you showed up. Is that enough for you? Can we go now?
Well, you're the one. Look, I'm not going to do discreet for free, especially with the attitude you got here.
Ha! You're pushing your luck, pal.
Really?
Once I'm back, I'm sure my boss will want to reward you in some way. He's like that.
All right, well, I'll just say you're my brother-in-law.
Why not? Let's go then.
All right, you find your way on board the ship. I am going to take some payment for putting up with your attitude. Mm-hmm. All right. Clearing ship identity. Registration. Yes. All right. Okay. And then for now, we're just going to go back to our ship. That is not our main whatever. Focus. It's not our main focus right now. All right. We got to get back in the game here. We kind of want to find all right. We're in the cruise again. In the cruise again. Can't wait to get back in the cruise again. Where is this? Let's see if we can find. That was our sensor contact. But there was a couple of ships that I'm just totally not able to get to. All right. I don't want to. I ain't got no choice right now, right? This is where we got to go. I think I got to go with the sensor contact here, right? Or, yeah, I think I got to go with that. Or is there something right behind it? need the autopilot for this. All right, let's see what we got. Whoa. Okay. And who are you?
Your transponder reads UC Vanguard. We've had a sighting in the sector. Varun Zealots. Don't know if they're still in the area or not, but we've been cleared to engage and take care of them. You should feel free to do the same.
Roger that. If I see them, they're toast.
Appreciate it. You'd be making the sky safer for everyone. Fly safe now.
All right. Peace, man. All right, let's see what happens. Be nice if it kicks in there at some point. It's slower than the grab drive for sure. All right. Okay. So nothing. All right. Look, you know what? You're really starting to bug me. All right. All right. So the damaged Trident ship. Isn't that where we just came? Isn't that? That is the one we came from. Let's go. Let's go to that one. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the damaged Trident ship is the one we boarded, right? Either way, we're almost there. This ain't it. All right, it's Derelict Achilles. I think we left that one already. We kind of said, you know, not right now. I am clueless right now as to really what we're supposed to be doing. So this is interesting, kind of. Unless an anomaly pokes his head up with a dot. Hold on. Hold on. Get out of there. All right, here we go. Defeat the escort ships? What are you talking about?
Combat systems online.
Nice. All right. Where's the other one? Here, hold on. Ooh, you have acquired a new equipment module, a schematic. Bring this to any ship technician in order to build and attach the module to your ship. Almost kind of like Watchtower was. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everything just went quiet. We're in trouble. Oh no, not one of those. Neutralize the Terran Reclaimer. Hate 0G. Refinery. Am I missing? Oh, let's say, am I missing something?
Increase in combat efficiency. Delta unit is still operational. Attacker identified. Get rid of this guy.
Where's it coming from?
Counting. Wasted bullets.
Can't tell. There it is. I don't see it.
Auxiliary. Human. Prone to losing enemies. Enemy successfully routed.
Warning. Refinery safety levels critical. Please report to the refinery and follow safety protocols.
Okay.
Warning. Refinery meltdown imminent. Evacuation underway.
It was sure to have been great. Oh, that's worth a lot. That's worth a lot. I think we're gonna blow up inside this ship because we can't stop looting.
Warning. Refinery meltdown imminent. All personnel must evacuate.
Well, if I had known this stuff was here, of course I would have grabbed this first before shutting down the refinery. You didn't tell a brother. Hold on. I need that. I need that. What's that suit? Oh, the suit's not worth anything. All right. Let's get out of here. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Are you kidding me? All right, Ensign. Where are you at? There you are. All right, get out of the way. He's got an X-Tac on him. All right, let's get out of here. Oops. All right.
Warning. Refinery meltdown imminent. Please proceed to the nearest exit.
Where do you think I'm heading? I left a lot of good loot behind. A lot. And once again, instead of going to the cockpit, I waste time by running through my ship. All right. So we're supposed to wait for it to melt down. I could have still been on there looting. Whoops. I think it just melted down. All right, stop crashing into the asteroids.
Process complete.
That went better than expected. Whoa, did you do something?
Set frequency to match hostile signatures as device was sent into overload. Simple adjustment.
Okay, that went better than expected. Did we get lucky?
Luck not a factor. System did as it was programmed to do. Terran forces were accordingly nullified. Attempts at awareness requires improvement. Lowering appreciation variable.
Looks like you finally made yourself useful.
Definition of useful appears lacking. Would not be able to proceed without my capabilities. Your support was acceptable.
Did you download anything useful while we were in
Data
there?
has been duplicated and stored, but will take time to sort and analyze. Let us continue mission. We'll revisit query at later time.
All right, I got some things to do before we hit anchor point.
A smaller delay would be advantageous. Mission cannot be deferred indefinitely.
Don't worry. You cleared an incursion. Incursions are assaults by Terran Armada. The Terran Armada blocks fast travel and to and from locations with major incursions. To reach a major incursion, use cruise mode. If the major incursion is in another system, grav jump to any other location in that system, then use cruise mode. Clear major incursion to re-enable fast travel to and from that location. All right. All right. I don't know who Dax Burrows is, to tell you the truth. Okay. So there we are. We got some guy named Dax Burrows on our ship. I don't know if he's part of that quest line or maybe another one that we just happen to have and just we run into him. So that's going to be interesting to figure that one out. Maybe we will take him to Neon, see what's going on there, and kind of get a better idea of what quest line he belongs to. I don't know if he's really part of that one. And then also we'll keep going with the Terran Armada quest line for sure. But hey, guys, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.